Hey boys and girls, we are on lesson 106, reading and ordering decimal numbers through 10 thousandths. So here's our place value chart. And we've been talking about money, and with money, we only go to 2 decimal places. So we go to the hundredths place, but there are more than that. So when we're going to talk about today the thousandths place, this is equals to 1 in 1,000, a fraction. Okay, we do not have a coin that goes there, but we do have a name for it. So we call this 1/1000th of a dollar. It's called a mill. And then a total of 10 mills would equal 1 penny. So to name decimal numbers with 3 decimal places, we use the word thousandths. To name numbers with 4 decimal places, we use the term 10 thousandths. So we're going to use these words to read example 1. Example 1 is 12 and 625 thousandths, because that's 3. Example 2 says to round 7 and 345 thousandths to the nearest whole number. So I'm going to look at my whole number, which is 7, and then I'm going to look to the number to the right of it, and it's a 3. 3 is less than 5, so it would keep 7 the same. So it would round to 7. And it's using the same strategies we've been using the last couple lessons with the number line. Alright, so example 3 wants us to compare. So when I'm comparing the numbers, the first thing I'm going to look at is the whole number. The whole number, and both of these numbers are the same. I'm comparing 4 and 5/10 to 4 and 456 thousandths. So the 4 is the same, so I'm going to look at the tens place. I see that there's a difference in the tens place. 5 is greater than 4, therefore 4 and 5/10 is greater than 4 and 456 thousandths. Example 4, we are arranging these from, least to greatest. So same thing, we're comparing. So the first thing I'm going to compare is the whole number. I'm highlighting it in blue. All the whole numbers are 0. So the next number I'm going to look at is the tenths place. I'm going to highlight the tenths in red. Okay. One thing I notice, I see that we have 4, 4, 5, and 0. So what I know so far is that this, I'm going to do it up here up top. This is 475 ten thousandths, because that was 4. I know that's going to be the first one, and then I know the last one is going to be 5/10. I'm just needing to figure out these two in the middle now. So the next number I'm going to look at is the hundredths place. Oops, I meant to highlight it. Okay, hundredths place. Both the hundredths places are the same, so right now they're still even, and then I'm going to look at the thousandths place. So technically in this first one, the thousandths place would be a 0, right? It's just a placeholder, nothing. So when we compare the, thousandths place, the 0 and the 7, the 0 would come first. So we now have, oops, nope, that's wrong, sorry. And then the next one is, so we have 475 ten thousandths, and then we have 45 hundredths, then we have 457 thousandths, and then we have 5/10. Least to greatest. There it is right there, final answer. Alright, in example 5, write 475 and 10 thousandths as a reduced fraction, then name both the numbers. So it is in the 10 thousandths place. So you notice that it is in, the word we say is 10 thousandths, so our denominator is going to be 10,000, because that's what place it's in. Okay, and the value in that place is 475. That's where we get right here. that would equal it in a fraction. Now it says to, does it say to, unreduced, so turn it into a fraction. Okay, so that is, all right, so now I want you to do your practice set. Go ahead and pause, you can practice, and we'll come back and get the answers. All right, we're on the first set. Use words to name each number. So you should have said 6 and 875 thousandths. B would be 25 thousandths. And then C would be 1,625 and 10 thousandths. Second set, round each decimal number to the nearest whole number. So I'm going to look at the whole number and the number to the right. 3 would make the 4 stay at 4. Good morning. I got 2. The tenths is a 6. 6 would make the 2 go up. It's closer to 3. And then F is 1. I should say these, sorry. 1 and 3,333 ten thousandths. So I'm going to look at the 1. The 3 is closer to 1. Compare the two numbers, G. I'm going to look at first the whole number. They're both 0. Then I'm going to look at the tenths number, and I have 0 and 3. 3 is bigger than 0. So 375 thousandths is greater than 375 ten thousandths. H. Arrange these numbers in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to use my highlighting strategy. I'm going to highlight my whole numbers. My whole numbers are all 0. So I'm going to go to my tenths. I notice all my tenths are 1. Okay, that's no problem. We're going to move on to the next. Then I have my hundredths place. In this hundredths place, if there's nothing there, is a 0. Okay, so now we can start comparing some numbers. We have 2 zeros. Wait, no. Yeah, we have 5. We have a 0. We have a 2, and we have a 0. I'm going to put a little 0 there just so we know. Okay, so far, it's going to be 1/10. And then it's going to be 1,025 ten thousandths. And then we have 2 5s, so we need, or 2, which would be, I'm moving it over here, 125 thousandths. And then the last one would be 1,025 ten thousandths. No, hold on, that last one's wrong. 15 hundredths. I hope you can read that. Anyways, I use the digits to write 125 thousandths. So 125 thousandths, and it's a decimal. There you go. That was it. Y'all enjoy. Toodles.